Good evening, everyone. From Nashville, I'm Charles Brown, Portfolio Manager with CB3 Financial, and this is Monday, May 3rd. We're glad you're with us. From COVID, U.S. politics, and the world economy to clarity. This is CB3 Live and your Monday market mashup. We're glad you're with us tonight. Interesting day in the market in that we started really strong. I thought we were going to get out of the gate and have a real nice first day or first trading day of the month. Didn't finish that way for the NASDAQ. It did for the Dow. S&P was strong. NASDAQ continues to struggle, although it did hit a lifetime high last week, but not much follow through since then. So this week, the earnings continue to be strong. That's going to be our theme both tonight and Thursday night. All-time great stats on the earnings. We'll get into that more on Thursday. And some clarity on China. I didn't get a specific email on this, but I've had several clients over the last year say, aren't you concerned about China? Their GDP looks like it's just going to blow us out of the water and overtake our economy. Actually, I don't think that's going to be the case. I'll touch on that tonight and expand on it on Thursday. Okay, so where are we in the market as of the end of the day today? Russell up 15 and change, the Dow 11, S&P right behind it. Looks like it's going to overtake it. NASDAQ still lagging at 7.8, but you'll see the gap has closed with the other three indices catching up to the Russell. All of this is positive, guys, because it means in a secular bull market, you want all asset classes doing well, and that's what we're seeing. As you know, we cover COVID, the U.S. policy, and world economy. Obviously, U.S. policy can vary from week to week depending on what Joe Biden and his administration and our Congress is doing. Have a lot more of that on Thursday night, but we'll be touching on each of those topics. Always try to cover the cryptos, and interesting times here. Bitcoin, which had a dominance of up to 62% over the last 6 to 7 months, dropped to 46% dominance. Why is that important? Because Ethereum has moved up in strength as well as some of the other altcoins. Ether basically is traded to $3,200 here just in the last 72 hours, although it's slid back some from there. But take this in, and that's why I wanted you to see this on Monday. Ether's market cap right now, and this is a digital currency, which again, Warren Buffett's partner has basically said, Charlie Munger is saying, this is just fantasy. This isn't real money. Well, Ether's market cap, the amount of dollars invested in the Ethereum coin, is larger market cap than the Bank of America and Walt Disney. That is staggering. I'm sure more companies will get added to that list as cryptos continue to expand. So this week on CB3 Live, Thursday night, the U.S. recovery gaining steam. GDP expected to be 6.4, did come and print at 6.4. Expand on that Thursday night. Fed Chairman Powell continues to say inflation is under control, not an issue. That's true in most areas of the market, but not in every area. We'll expand on that as well. Warren Buffett had their annual meeting here. He is at 90 years old, and Charlie Munger, his partner, 97 years old. So how does that make you feel? These guys are still going at it and doing well. Now, he's seeing substantial inflation, and they're raising prices in some of their different businesses. But there's a differing opinion there between Mr. Buffett and Mr. Powell, the chairman of the Federal Reserve. U.S. household income surging by 21% in March. I keep giving you these stats, guys, and I'm telling you week after week, this is why I continue to forecast a secular bull market, because these economic numbers, which of course trail what actually happens in the market. The market doesn't react to a number like this and, go up 8% or something in one day, or even 0.8% in one day. It takes a lot of accumulation of various economic indicators to get the market excited, and the economic indicators are always lagging the actual market performance. But what this is doing is showing what the market could look like over the next 3 to 4 months. That's why it's good that it's positive. CDC reporting that about 1/3 of Americans fully vaccinated, and I'm in that number. And about 44% having at least one dose. These numbers just continue to grow, and there is no other country in the world that is close to these numbers. And you know why? I've been saying it on my show, because the U.S. started this process, and we are getting our people vaccinated quickest because we have the strongest economy, we have the freest economy, and these companies were incentivized to produce the vaccines, and they did, and it's making a huge difference here in America. So the White House basically is, I talked about policy being important. I expand more on this on my Thursday night show, but they've even admitted this is a Robin Hood style endeavor, this American family plan, taking money from the rich, giving it to the middle class and the poor. It never quite works out that way, simply because who is rich and who is middle class? And we can pretty much surmise then, how do you define poor? But the reality is that there is income redistribution as a super high priority in this administration, and that is not positive for America, in my opinion. It is not positive for us as investors. So far, the market taking it hand in hand, even though $4 trillion, look at the number on the page there. The two projects are looking at $4 trillion in incentives. It's just crazy. New segment this week, China Clarity. So I have no actual emails from clients this week that I'm responding to, but over the last year or so, 4 or 5 of my clients have said, you don't talk about China much. Are you concerned that their GDP is just going to overtake us in the U.S.? So is China really a GDP powerhouse? Well, nominal GDP and PPP, I'll explain these terms on Thursday, give you a different sense of reality. So in per capita, that means the average amount made per China person, male or female, in the marketplace ranks them at 59th behind Costa Rica, okay, and other small countries. In the PPP terms, they're ranked 73. By comparison, the U.S. ranks 5th behind Luxembourg, Switzerland, Ireland, and Norway. So you're going to see that those smaller countries have an easier time where you have not so many cultures in a country. These are almost uniformly a single culture countries, and it's easier to get, for whatever reason, we'll explore that on Thursday, a higher GDP or a higher output per worker. So as large economies go, there's no one close to the United States, certainly not China. And I just want to put you guys at ease with that on Thursday night. Giving you a heads up here on May 20th, Leo Klinstein, going to be a guest with us, a Ukrainian immigrant who has made a success of himself here in America, immigrated, I think, 32 years ago. But I just keep advertising this because I want you to set some time aside. May 20th, 7 p.m. Really important that you be here to hear a great American success story. And in the segment called Investing in Post-COVID America, Leo has some concerns and warnings about what he knows from his former Soviet Union. He was a member of the Red Army, literally. It's just going to be fascinating. Hope you'll be here, and he will be taking live questions. So just reminding you, Thursday night, all-time earnings, going to cover that, and the China Clarity that I just mentioned. If you're new to the program, please be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. Click the bell so you get updates whenever we go live. Follow me on Twitter. I tweet every day, sometimes twice a day if times are interesting. You can also follow me on Facebook and LinkedIn. Really glad you were with us tonight. Think it's going to be a great show on Thursday. Until that time, from Nashville, guys, just really enjoying what's happening here in this earnings season. I just can't tell you. I started to sign off there, and I just feel like I need to add this because we are just seeing a blockbuster earnings season. And I think it just bodes well for the rest of this year. Summertime can be quiet, but I think it just bodes well. As I said, for the rest of this year, you're just going to see America get stronger and stronger. From COVID, U.S. politics, and the world economy to clarity. This is CB3 Live and your Monday Market Mashup. We will see you on Thursday night.